In this video, I'm going to talk to you about custom conversions and standard events, okay, and the differences between the two. Okay, so you can see I'm actually inside my events manager in custom conversions. If you're not familiar how to get there, you go to events, you go to the options, all tools, events manager, and custom conversions. Okay, so I don't have any in this account, so I'm going to create one with you. Okay, so click on create custom conversions, and basically, custom conversions is more or less the same as um, the standard events that Facebook has. Okay, so in a previous video, and I'll show you on this video as well, I showed you how to create some standard events as custom audiences. Okay, and the reason I believe that there's two sets is because up until about 2 years ago, Facebook had the old conversion pixel. Okay, and then they moved over to the Facebook pixel. So what's happened since is that the pixel is much more powerful, and it can actually track like individual events like leads, searches, add to carts, initiate checkouts, purchases, and it can track more steps of the funnel. And the old Pixel didn't really have these capabilities. Okay, it was very primitive compared to this one. So at that point, what happened was before they upgraded the Pixel and made it more powerful, Facebook actually launched these custom conversion events that we could create. Okay, and it's pretty much the same. Probably say you could do a little bit more in custom conversions, but let me show you what it does. Okay, so the name field is where you add the name of the actual custom conversion. If you want a short description, you can put it here. This is where you select the type of conversion. Okay, so you've got all URL traffic, and then you've got the standard events. Okay, so this is an e-commerce store, so I've only got a few, the ones that are the most important to us. Okay, in terms of e-commerce, so you've got view content, searches, add to carts, and purchases. Okay, so let's do add to carts, one of my favorite. Let custom conversions update, and then you can have different rules inside of your um, custom conversions. Okay, so you can do event parameters. So you can do let's start with event. Actually, let's start with URL. It's probably easier. So if you wanted to find out how many people are adding to cart for a specific product or website or link or article, you can select the custom conversion add to cart event, or you can. Add to cart is an e-commerce one. Let's use this one. This example is probably better for all businesses. So let's say you had a blog post or a article that you wanted to find out how many people were viewing content for a specific page. Okay, you can put a URL. You select the URL and you can put contains, and then you could just put the slug in. So if it was something like lose weight 7 days. Okay, so lose 7 days. Okay, here we go. So now it's gonna build an audience, a custom conversion audience of lose weight 7 days. Okay, and what you can do is you can add more and you can remove them as well. So this one contains, this one doesn't contain. So for example, if you wanted to remove this, you want to remove how many people view content on this particular article or page or product or whatever, then you can select the parameter of does not contain. Okay, or equals doesn't really, it's not one that kind of works with this, but yeah, they're the two that you can do. Okay, the next one you can do is event parameters. So there's a few options here. The first one is value. So if we were running ads to an e-commerce store, we had an add to cart event, then we could say, let's say I'm asking myself a question: how many add to cart events, equals more than say $100? Okay, so this is the event parameter, the value. So you can see it says the event conversion value, and then we could put greater than or equals to or just greater than. Okay, so we can say, let's say I want to build an audience of how many people spend more than $100. Okay, there you go. That's how you would create it, okay? And then you just give it a name. So this would be people who spend, oh, wrong place, sorry. This is the value. You want to go up here. So people who spend more than $100, okay? That will be your custom conversion, okay? And then you can build this as much as you want, right? So let's do one for $50, okay? Because 100 is obviously quite high. So let's do one for $50, and then I'll change this to $50 as well. So people who spent more than, let's capitalize this because it's a live account. So people who spent more than $50, okay? Create this. And then what you can do is you can use this event to then optimize an ad, okay? So let's click on done. And then, yeah, that's just the overview, okay? So we've now created an audience of people who have spent or who have, in fact, let me go back in here. This is add to cart, right? It's the wrong one. So let's delete this. And I'm going to create one for people who have spent more than $50, okay? People who more than $50, okay? And we're going to do the event parameters, the value of the conversion value equals, we're going to do more than, and then it's going to be 50, okay? That's it, we're done. So that's it there. This tells you an overview of the audience. So it obviously needs to build up the conversion value, and just something to bear in mind, you can only create 99 custom conversions, okay? Sorry, 100 custom conversions, so you've got 99 left, okay? And then what you can do with this custom conversion is you can go into the ads manager and you can actually optimize it, okay? So let me show you what I mean. If I was to create a new campaign, a new conversion campaign, I'm going to call it optimize for $50 for more than $50, okay? And I'll show you what I mean, okay? So optimized, and then we'll call this one optimize as well, okay? Just going to give it a test name for now. And then inside of here, if you go into the ad set, click on edit, remove this, okay, and then we can actually now optimize it for people who spent more than $50, okay? So based on the audience that you're targeting inside of Facebook, Facebook's algorithm will actually try and find people who match your data source of people who spent more than $50, okay? So this is very powerful. So let's say I wanted to optimize it for this conversion event, right? I mean, it's not green yet because we don't have any data, but once you start building up data, you're going to see this green, okay? So what you can do now is you can type in here, say rodeo, in the interest targeting, women, let's say 45 plus, okay? And so now what we're doing is, ignore that, it's just an error message. So now what we've done is we're targeting women in the US who are 45 plus, who like the rodeo interest, and we're telling Facebook to optimize it for people who spent $50 or more. So not people in your audiences, but we're basically telling Facebook to optimize this ad set to find people in this cold interest, in this prospecting ad, to extract people who are buyers. They bought $50 or more on other sites or with other Facebook marketers, okay? So you can see it's a very powerful application, a very powerful feature of what you can do, okay? You can do similar kinds of things in the audiences as well. So if you go into Ads Manager audiences, or you go into assets audiences, you can kind of do a similar kind of stuff here as well, but you can't optimize it for the event, okay? So here you can create the actual same event. So let me show you what I mean, okay? So we're going to go into custom audience, we're going to go into website traffic, okay? We're going to say purchase, okay? We're going to refine by aggregate value, and then we're going to say greater than 50, okay? Now, we've effectively created the same kind of conversion event, but a standard event you can't actually use to optimize the ad. Whereas with the custom conversions, we can actually use that to optimize the ad set as well. So I keep going back to this example of Facebook, has people in buckets. It knows who the buyers are. It knows who the clickers are. It knows the people who buy above $50, $100. It knows the people who kind of buy at the other end of the spectrum. So they typically don't spend more than $10 on Facebook ads, or generally on internet products, or e-commerce stores. So Facebook has all this information, right? So it can help you optimize with a custom conversion, okay? And you can't do that with a standard event, all right? So there's a video on standard events that I go through where I show you how to create different types of events, and you can refine it further. You can exclude audiences, that kind of stuff, okay? So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.